obviously now here we are, and we'll try to remember where we left off, Ron.
Well, we talked about, the woman's role, and we talked about the man's role, and really my question was, does the man role still in some ways need to remain the same while the woman is progressing? Because that's the way it feels like to me, where, the man still needs to continue to do what he's doing and allow the woman to do what she's doing.
Yeah.
And now, is it fair? I don't know if you're ready to tell me whether it's fair or not, but tell me what direction that we're going if that is the case. Thoughts?
I think the man's role is evolving, sure, and I think it should evolve as naturally as the woman's role is evolving. I don't think a man should be judged for, taking, I know now, like, for example, again, I put a lens on it from my industry, which is tech. Now they offer paternity leaves to fathers, so they can spend, I know Mark Zuckerberg instilled this at Facebook, where you can spend up to, I think, 2 months home with your partner and your child to be part of that experience. Right. So when they're talking the talk of things changing, they're enabling the environment to make that happen.
That should have been like for a long time, because your partners when you have a kid, right? I'd like to be home.
Yeah, and I think that's great, because that allows the father to be part of the experience of child raising and being home at the beginning and enjoying those experiences with the child the first few months. So I think that, look, it's a hard question to answer. It's not so simple. Everyone's very different. I don't know your thoughts, but
I think the idea of having paternity care, which is not given to every country, is a great thing, and the fact that
forward,
it's great,
right.
Like it's fantastic, because what makes us say that the child doesn't need the father as much as it needs the mother? Like it needs the father just as much as it needs the mother, if not some.
How about the
cases
father needs to be around the kid? Right, so
that's
something, right?
Yeah.
And how about the wife wanting to have her husband there?
Yeah,
right. There's so much more.
Course.
Yes, clearly there is that change, but I'm talking about more of the, like the roles, the
cooking, the cleaning.
Our roles. Now, my dad was always an involved dad. My dad
right.
would cook. My dad would help my mom clean.
Right.
Like they had, honestly, they still have
great
an amazing partnership, and this is why they're lasting for 40-something years together. But I don't see that today. I really don't, wherever I turn, I don't see, when I hear men saying, I don't cook, I don't clean, I want to slap them across the face and go, what do you mean? This is your house. What do you mean you don't cook, you don't clean? Like, you got to participate. No, she's doing her thing, I bring in the money. It's like, well, she also has a job. And it just, I don't know, lately I've been hearing these things.
Personally, in my household, my boyfriend loves to do the laundry, and if I let him, you know what? He likes doing it. It calms him down, and I'm like, you know what? I love you doing the laundry. It makes me happy to see him do the laundry. It's like he's coming into the house with the laundry basket as if he's walking in with whipped cream on his nipples and all oiled up.
Is that how you see him?
With a bunch of chocolates and champagne and everything. It has to do with the man, his mother raised him right. He knows how to do laundry. Or, he likes to do laundry.
Men who were raised right respect women.
Yes.
The key to this sentence and the key to this answer I think we're getting at is men who understand the value of a modern life and a modern relationship respect a woman or respect whatever partnership they are, whether they're same sex or different sex.
I have a sister and I have a mother. I watch them all the time. Now don't get me wrong, when I was a kid I was a little bit worse in the house. I had them to do most of the stuff.
Right.
But the minute I left my house, meaning I lived on my own, I had to cook for myself and clean for myself, and I had nobody to depend on by myself.
Yeah.
But it was very normal. I was I literally took advantage of them in the house.
Right.
But I knew that once I have a wife, we're the partners. It's going to be us, and
right.
our kids will take advantage of us. But again, I'm scared. To be honest, I'm going to be open. I'm scared for the future.
Right.
And I'm worried that
what are you scared about?
Just the dynamic of the male and female changing so drastically, so fast. But clearly, you said that it's been taken for a very long time.
I think I
perverted.
If I can say this, and I don't want to be anti-feminist by saying this. I think to some extent
we're feminists.
No, I am.
Yeah.
But I don't like to label
You're
anybody.
okay. So
but I think
you're
at the end of the day, a man still needs to feel like a man.
Right.
I do see sometimes, and I don't agree with that. Like, I don't think a man needs to be diminished in his role in the house. Whatever contribution they've agreed that suits him
A
in
man
that
should
house.
never feel emasculated.
Yeah, a man still
In
needs to
his
feel a
own
man.
home,
A woman wants to
especially.
feel feminine, and even though we're out hustling at work, and some of us are career driven, like we still want to feel like a woman, and there's still elements, more traditional that help suit that. I mean, there's a changing dynamic, but a man should always still feel like a man, and it has to work out in that partnership. And if it's not working out, then it's not the right partnership.
If we would have a final message regarding this
Yeah.
topic, how do we want to end it off? Like, what would be the final thought of this
I know
issue?
what I'm gonna say, and I think mine should be the final thought.
I think I understand that, Ron, you have fears about how things seem. I'm very hopeful. I'm hopeful that, my message, I guess, for those people watching, or for people that will watch replay, hopefully, is that especially for the women out there, like, go out there in the world, do what you want, try the things you need to try. Go, build a career, don't build a career. The whole thing is it's about choice, and we have those choices, and we live in a time now where you have the luxury of making those choices. Find a partner that suits your value system or that suits your lifestyle the way you want it to be. It's about choice. Traditional, modern, conservative, liberal, whatever it is, it's your choice, and never forget that. That's my piece.
That's
Mic
nice.
drop.
That was good.
We should have one of those like styrofoam mics.
Oh, I have the one right above you.
No,
but I
we
don't
don't
want
want
to
to
break that one.
drape that. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Styrofoam, which won't make a bang noise.
Go
We'll
touch
have
it.
that. I'll find it. I will find it. A styrofoam mic. We'll give it to one co-host or I guess have something
Why don't,
really good to say.
but
yeah.
you said you wanted to say something.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, truthfully, like nowadays, it all comes down to finding the right person. That's all it is. Like, you can't say you want one thing in a person and then find someone that has everything else but that one thing, because you're always going to be searching for that one thing within that person that they'll never have. So always find the person that completes you from the get-go, and don't waste your time with people who won't.
I like it.
Thank
I don't have much to say really about the subject because it's not really mine. But we're going to move to something else where there's two more things that we want to end off with.
Sure.
So number one, we talked about the little box.
What's
Yeah.
in the box?
With the news. So we're only going to do one today. We're only going to
Okay.
do one. You can pick out. By the way, you have no idea what's in there,
I
correct?
have no idea what's in there.
So, but you get to read it, and
Okay.
I'll explain to you what the headline really means,
okay.
what the story
so
is,
I
and
can
we're
take the
gonna.
box?
You can take
Yeah.
the box, pick it up,
Yeah,
and
she's been
choose.
so excited because we both said, no, you can't look at anything. Like, nobody knows.
Pick anything, just read it, and
Pick
I'll tell you what
anyone.
the article's about, and then we'll just kind of discuss it. So,
If it's the one
and
that
let
you
me know
want.
whether this is prickly or a prayer.
Do you want me to read it out loud?
Please, yes, that's it.
Prayers for what?
Prayers for what? Let me remember which article that was. Let me see it.
Prayers for what?
Why did I forget that article? I should have done some research before I put
And
it.
that's
You know
why
why?
I have
'Cause
this in front of me.
I put this.
because in case I forget,
put this
it's in front of
I
me.
put this in 2 weeks ago. That's I was prepared. And now I forget what this is all about. So why don't we do this? We'll put this on the side.
Sure.
I promise I'll bring this up next time.
Bring
Let's
it up next time.
watch me forget the next
Okay.
one
Your
too.
co-host.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll have
Remember
it.
that one's a good one. Which one's this?
Older belugas retire.
Yes. Older. So I don't know if you heard about this. This is actually a sweet part.
Oh,
So-
SeaWorld or
Yes.
was it Marineland? Marineland.
No, not Marineland. I believe it's
Is it
SeaWorld. So they basically.
cereal?
But here's the funny part.
Yeah.
So the belugas are the first one to retire.
Okay.
But don't we know the song?
Baby beluga.
Baby beluga. And that's the first thing that came to my mind. So, but I think it's
Is
wonderful
that the
that
only
now,
reason we're talking?
you know, as we're progressing, like we're caring more for animals, and
Yeah.
you know, these belugas did their time. They performed for many kids for many years, and now I believe they're not allowing whales to perform anymore.
I
know
think
in the
it's
States.
Marineland as well.
Is it Marineland?
I think-
Or I don't
I
know
think
where.
so.
I remember it
I
being
was looking
SeaWorld.
I know nothing about
You
this.
know, well, no, but it's more along the lines of like animals. You know, like you're looking at you're looking at circuses, and right, you don't know how these animals are being treated, and you're seeing
Right.
so many different videos
Right.
that are going viral where people are beating animals or animals attacking.
Right.
In reality, for what? For our entertainment, like we need this. who needs to
Yeah,
abuse them.
Senate passes
Terrible.
bill that would ban whale dolphin captivity in Canada, which means marine land is done.
Is that it?
Yeah.
It's
Marine
very
no
sad.
longer?
It's
Yeah,
very sad.
October
Well,
24th.
just the captivity of these animals for
captivity, the
entertainment
way to-
So
purposes.
something
Terrible.
amazing that
It's a great
belugas
story.
are no longer.
Yeah.
Belugas are
But they-
free to go out
But
and
no,
mate.
but they have like a retirement home for them.
Oh, there's a retirement.
Yeah, there's
home.
like a retirement. So they're the first
Phil,
ones to go
Phil
out.
Damers is the person who basically spearheaded this whole thing.
I think
in
it's
Canada.
wonderful.
Yeah.
So for animal activists out there, you guys are doing something
Yeah.
amazing. The
Very
last part that
interesting.
we're going to be doing today is we talk about national days. We won't really have a challenge because Leanna and I will have to kind of work things out. Today is Mickey Mouse Day.
No, today is Princess Day and Mickey Mouse's birthday.
Oh, it's his birthday. Well, it's his day, Princess Day. So, how do you guys feel today? You guys feel like princesses? You guys
Well,
ever
how
had
do
a
you
dream?
feel today since you're the best princess in the room right now? How do you feel?
True story.
Yeah, I don't know what
It's
happened
true.
to your crown. You
I
went
know,
to the bathroom and
something
now
happened.
it's gone. I don't
I'm
know.
wearing purple. I'm the one
Yeah.
saying I've changed as a man. I no longer feel so masculine.
I can say something right now, but nowadays
no.
I can't say something
Ah.
right now.
This one's a ball buster.
I like it though. I like it. She brings,
I like it a
she
lot.
brings something to the table. But no, Princess Day. So have you guys ever wanted to be a princess? Like, is that a dream that you have?
No, honey, I wanted to be a queen.
Mhm.
Okay, fair enough.
Yourself?
Fair enough. Did I ever want to be a princess? No, I don't think I wanted to be a
President.
princess. As a bit of an aspiring fashionista, I would have liked to have, the nice gowns, etc., or, at least the same wardrobe. But no, I've never aspired to be a princess.
I just wanted the
I
white
don't think
horse.
it's an easy
Wardrobe
life.
and their car collection, because they have
Jewelry
on-
collection.
and jewelry. Yeah, but some of those cars are so.
For those that
vintage.
know me well, I already have a bag collection, so I'm on my way there.
So you said that it's Mickey Mouse's birthday today.
Mickey
Yes.
Mouse.
And
Uh,
should we sing the theme song?
I think that's how we should end it off.
Yeah.
So,
The Mickey Mouse
do you know it?
No, what's the theme song?
MICKEYMOUSE. Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck. Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck. Something, something, something. We're
See
out of
you
luck.
next week at the
Yeah.
Prickly Pear Show. Remember, at the Prickly Pear Show. Welcome Leanna to the team. Thank you, Natalie. Really happy to have you here. Hope you guys learned something. I definitely did.
Pleasure.
And hopefully I'm going to walk here standing
A little bit
upright
taller.
as opposed to, feeling the woman that you guys
Not
made me
upright.
feel today.
No.
Good.
We hope we get a little more and more feminized with each day that passes.
Is that it? So should I go back to Sharon? Should that be my,
Sharon?
yeah, that's, that was kind of my name for about 2.5 years. So maybe I'll play that persona one more time.
Let's do it.
Anyways, on behalf of the Prickly Pear Show, thanks again for tuning in. Thank you to the
Thanks so
audience.
much, guys.
We apologize that we had technical difficulties. That's what happens with Wi-Fi.
It's Sharon's fault.
That's it. Thank you, sweet pie.
Bye,
night.
everyone.
Good night.
See you next week.